Once upon a
Once
time,
upon a
in a distant
time,
kingdom
a
nestled between
princess
majestic mountains and
Alexander.
lush forests, there lived a young and brave prince named Alexander. He was known for his courage, wisdom, and kindness, traits that made him beloved by all who knew him. Yet, despite the admiration he received from his people, his heart felt a deep emptiness, for he had never experienced true love. In a neighboring kingdom, there was a beautiful princess named
Mm.
Isabella. She was as graceful as a swan, with a heart full of compassion. Her laughter could light up the darkest room, and her kindness reached far beyond the palace walls. However, like Prince
Like
Alexander,
prince.
Princess Isabella felt an emptiness inside her. She longed for someone who would love her for who she truly was, not for her title or her beauty. One fateful evening, both kingdoms held a grand festival to celebrate the harvest. Prince Alexander attended, as did Princess Isabella. Their paths crossed under the starry sky, in the midst of the lively music and dance. Their eyes met, and in that moment, time seemed to stand still. There was something undeniable about the connection they shared, a bond that transcended the royal titles and expectations placed upon them. They spoke for hours, learning about each other's dreams, fears, and desires. The prince admired Isabella's intelligence, while she was captivated by his gentle strength. Neither of them had ever felt so understood, so seen. The night passed quickly, and before they parted ways, they promised to meet again. They did, again and again, finding secret moments in the palace gardens or quiet corners of their kingdoms. With each passing day, their love grew stronger, blooming like the roses in the royal gardens. But, as with all great love stories, challenges arose. The royal courts, suspicious of their closeness, tried to pull them apart. Political alliances and marriage proposals were forced upon them by their families, who saw the match as a strategic one, not one of love. Yet, the prince and the princess knew that their hearts could not be bound by duty alone. They made a plan to escape, to build a life together, far from the constraints of the palace. On the night before their arranged marriages, they met in secret at the kingdom's edge. Hand in hand, they rode through the night, determined to find a new land where they could live freely, away from the expectations of royalty. The journey was long and difficult, but their love carried them through. They crossed rivers, climbed mountains, and braved the wild unknown, all the while their bond growing stronger. Eventually, they found a peaceful valley, where they built a small cottage and started a new life together. As time passed, they were no longer known as Prince Alexander and Princess Isabella. They were simply Alexander and Isabella, two souls who had found each other against all odds. Their love was their greatest treasure, and though they lived in simplicity, they were the richest of all. And so, the prince and princess lived happily ever after, proving that true love, when it is real and pure, can overcome any obstacle.